What is going on, guys? Now, you guys know Wonder Woman is coming out next month. I think it's next from DCEU. I want to give my updated thoughts on the DCEU, just basically give my fully updated thoughts. And thoughts these recent have changed a lot throughout just as I saw them. I saw them. My thoughts have kind of changed a little or a lot. So I'm gonna give my updated thoughts on Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Suicide Squad. So let's start off with Man of Steel. This was the official start of the DC Extended Universe. This is probably one of the most very divisive movies ever put out. A lot of people either love or like this film, or they don't or hate it. Personally, I'm one of the person that actually really likes this film, actually. I mean, Man of Steel is far from perfect. Man of Steel does have its problems. Mostly with the pacing and wish there was a little more depth in Superman's character and her little chemistry didn't really buy, honestly. The action and the scene basically Superman's Metropolis is a little like, what? But overall, I actually really like this movie. I actually like the direction they actually took with this movie. I'm sure Superman is like an emotional movie, you know what I mean? Because that clever that's how Superman is and goes against this, but I do appreciate people trying to do something different, and they do have done that with Man of Steel, and I really like. That's one thing I appreciate most about this film, that the film actually tries to tell a different story on Superman. And that Cavill, while considering he's far better, I think Cavill still does a really good job as his character. Cause he's not amazing or anything like that, but I think he does do a great job capturing the greatness of the character of Superman. Man, the action is really well done and handled, but has its really emotional and heart-wrenching moments. It is visually amazing. The cinematography is absolutely gorgeous. The other performances are great, like Michael Shannon as Genocide was damn awesome as well. He was probably the best character in the entire film. I like his backstory as well. Karen Costner, Diane Lane, Lawrence Fishburne, everybody does a great job as well. The score by Hans Zimmer is of course incredible. And this film is a very divisive movie, and I was contemplating what I like or don't like Man of Steel. I was kind of contemplating that, honestly. But I did rewatch it and rewatching it a few times. But I'm just saying that I actually really like Man of Steel, and I like the direction they actually took with Superman's character. So that being said, as my rating, I'm gonna give Man of Steel an official 86 of a B+. Again, it does have its issues. One of the other shows a little more depth of Superman's character. The action shows probably a little incomprehensible. He and Lois don't have much chemistry with each other. And Ham's is good in the role, but then they don't really work well together. I don't think they work well together, but they just didn't really have this spark, you know. And also woke up with questionable moments that happen in the film, but overall, I really do like Man of Steel. I do think it is actually a very underrated film. Definitely one of the most underrated films of the decade. I watched it 3 times and I still really like the film. Now we're talking about one of the most disappointing films I've seen last year, and one of the most disappointing films in this decade, and that is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. It's a film that had every right to be great and amazing, especially from the trailers, but at the end I found out. And I know people are going to say, well, at this point I watched the extended edition. Personally, I'm only looking at the theatrical cut. I'm only looking at that way. I mean, extended edition is the extended edition. It's not the actual film. Now, I'm sure it is better, but I may watch in the future. I'm talking about the actual film that was released in theaters. I'm sure the extended edition is a much better film, but I find how most really run that much, honestly. Either people really love the extended edition or they don't like the extended edition. But going back to it, Batman v Superman was a major disappointment. It's a film that probably every fan had been waiting for. myself included actually, because I'm a huge Batman fan, I'm a huge Superman fan, I'm a huge fan of DC in general. I actually grew up with them more than Marvel. And at the time when I found that they were actually teaming up in a film, I was like, yes! And the first came, I was like, yes! Even if the first tried to show a little too much, I was still very hopeful that Zack Snyder would pull off a great film. I mean, he kind of did Man of Steel, and he's done two good films like 300, Watchmen, and Dawn of the Dead, the remake. But like I said, it is an extremely disappointing film. If I'm originally I gave like a B- grade, then my grade kind of went down a little bit when I started thinking about it more. I'm gonna touch on when I was born, I ended up turning it on one point and see if it is better, but nope. Nope. But Batman Superman isn't a god-awful, terrible film. It's not a travesty amongst comic book films. It's just wasted. It's basically a perfect example of wasted opportunities. And what could go wrong when you cram too much into one film? So now I do have some positive for this film. I do have Ben Affleck. He does kill it as Batman. I think we all agree that Batman did an awesome job as Batman. But I think we all can agree on that. He does do that. He does do a great job as Batman, and if I do see him more in the other films, he might end up being my favorite Batman. It's maybe still Christian Bale's Batman, but Ben Affleck's actually not a close second, honestly. And I can understand why people may be upset about him killing people. But I don't know why, but I wasn't really bothered by that. But I was a little bothered by that, but it didn't really affect me overall, honestly. And the Gut villain again, he's finding Superman. Gal Gadot, how she was in, she killed as Wonder Woman. It has some really damn good visuals, I'll give it that. It has really gorgeous cinematography. The score is great as well. Jeremy Irons also kills it as Alfred as well. And also a couple other performances are good. And I think that's pretty much That's pretty much all the pros. Now, I know all of this has really been said, but I haven't seen it yet. But I think I can say it again. This movie is a gigantic mess. I might go on a little rant, honestly, Again, I love DC. I really do. Do you know why Marvel is a huge success? Because they take their time. I'm sure there'll come points where they do a little too much time, but I felt like almost all the they set up them nicely. They don't overdo it. I mean, they do overdo it a couple points, but it's very vaguely. They set up characters. They make you actually care about them, and they make you actually have a reason that you catch them. You know what I mean? They take their time with setting up these characters and these stories. That's pretty much why the MCU is just a big success, and why all the Marvel films are big successes, because they take their time with development with these characters, and when they appear for the Avengers, it all paid off. Yeah, like now, like Man of Steel, they're based at Iron Man, Man of Steel, to Civil War, Batman and Superman. They're basically already there. It's kind of like that. Like, you know what I do? I will also do Man of Steel. I will also do a Batman film. Then I will do the other films, just like The Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman, The Flash, maybe a Green Lantern movie, then Wonder Woman, maybe a Wonder Woman movie. Maybe do all of those films, and then go to Batman and Superman, then do Justice League. Maybe have a couple other villains with people like maybe Harley Quinn or Deadshot or the Joker, but you had to just roll with the war. Like, this is apparently what could be wrong when you cram so much into it. Like, I was more worried that it might end up being a Spider-Man 3 situation, where basically enemy Spider-Man 2 situation, basically Spider-Man 3, they crammed so much more movie, and it pretty much becomes so incoherent and focused. And I mean, Spider-Man 2 situation, but basically they tried to set up so much things involving the universe that appears to be its own standalone film. And this movie basically both those, and this Batman Superman is basically both those cases. I really hated it, but the film tries to set up so much involving the universe that gets me some. Again, the film's called Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman. Not a setup to Justice League or a setup to other films. Let it be its own stand-alone film. Seriously. And also, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. I'm very glad he won the Razzie for Worst Supporting Actor. I am glad he won that. Again, I love Jesse Eisenberg. He's an awesome actor. But I don't know what they were thinking with Lex Luthor, because again, it's probably going to be Lex Luthor basically a Joker. That's basically what they can build Lex Luthor in this film. A Joker. Seriously. So this guy's honestly is terrible as his character. This is not what Lex Luthor is. Like, I don't know too much about Lex Luthor, but I don't enough to know what he is like. He's basically a menacing type man. I mean, haven't seen him in that, like, I'm not talking about the Superman movies because honestly, that's also not the best portrayal of Lex Luthor, but have you seen the Justice League animated shows and all that? Those are the perfect portrayals for Lex Luthor. This is a pretty much the worst portrayal I've seen of Lex Luthor. Basically, and the actual fight was probably one of the most anticlimactic fights I've ever seen I mean, it's this thing that pretty much has been building for. You don't even get to any action in like an hour and 40 minutes. Bring me to that issue. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes. It shouldn't be 2 hours and 30 minutes. It should be like a 2 or an hour and 30 minute movie. Seriously. Basically, it should have these two halves. Batman and Superman. Maybe cause a little controversy and all that. I mean, this one doesn't even get into Superman's psyche and how he's feeling. How he's feeling about the whole situation. Again, the film is basically, it's too long and I was very bored in a lot of scenes in the first hour. But anyway, back to the fight. I mean, it was fun for what it was, but it was too anticlimactic, and plus the Martha thing, it's probably one of the most stupidest things I have seen in a superhero film. Like, basically, I know someone says Martha, and then they apparently had the same mother's name, and it's only like best friends, and it's all forgiven. Even seeing that for the first time, I was like, you've gotta be kidding me. Are you serious? Doomsday, pretty much a shoehorned in villain. Half film ends, however, I guess. This is another prime example of not to put too much into one film, to actually take your time with the film. Don't just rush through it. This is why Marvel's a success. DC, as much as I love you, you probably shouldn't have took your time with this. It's probably one of Batman's contrast, or Batman vs Superman Dawn of Disappointment. It is very disappointing. And originally I gave like a B-, now it gets a 34 of C-. Sorry if I went a little long about Batman Superman. I just need to get that out of the way. Now it's about Suicide Squad, which is another DC film I was really looking forward to. I didn't know much about it. Like, I didn't know much about Suicide Squad, but I saw the trailer for Comic-Con, and I ended up loving that trailer, and I loved the other trailers that were released as well. I thought it could be a very big program. B2Z, and he was like, okay, they can do great films. Nope. Again, like Batman Superman, this is not a travesty of films. I don't think it's actually bad. It's just okay at best. It's not a terrible film, but it could have been so much better. There are a lot of good things, like most of the performances are great, from Will Smith to Margot Robbie, who's probably the best part of the entire film. Viola Davis, Joel Kinnaman, even Jack Courtney is good. Almost all the performances are good. Even Jared Leto, despite the screen time he got, it has some good action, has some good fun to it. It is well shot, and I do like the songs they use in this film. I do love the soundtrack in this film. I would occasionally rock out to the soundtrack. It's like I still listen to Heathens and Sluggish for Pain. But my biggest issue is with the editing. I thought it was very choppy and poorly handled. And some people might wonder, wait, was this supposed to be something that's supposed to connect that scene? Well, also another issue I was talking about in Superman as well. But it's pretty much the biggest issue I have is the editing, because there's some things that's supposed to be connected, but the villain, my Colovision Enchantress is basically terrible. There's some odd and questionable moments here and there. It was also a little bit boring at times, honestly. Like, for me, it's like very interesting, but too much exposition. And I'm still kind of upset about Jared Leto not being in the film all that much. There's hardly any depth or investment. The only characters that you truly care about is, honestly, Will Smith, Deadshot, Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn, and a little Captain Boomerang. But a lot of characters don't really get much development and all that stuff, so it's kind of hard to care about them. And Diablo gets a little bit of development, but his story is probably not focused on. It's basically DC's version of Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's done in a not so good. Just it was the least great thing. Just with some of the worst aspects of it. It's DC's version of Guardians of the Galaxy, but without much of the greatness and fun that the first one, the films had. And it's not a terrible film, not a travesty among humanity. It's okay at best. I originally gave it I guess to be 2 out of B, but now it's a 56 of a C+. Now, I can't watch it still, honestly. My parents have been watching that film a lot lately. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna love it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my update thoughts on the DCEU universe. Let me know your thoughts on Man of Steel, Batman, Superman, and just go in the comments down below. Like, know your thoughts. And kind of react to live stream my live stream actually quick on yesterday. That's on my channel already. And later tonight and tomorrow I have a review for Gifted. I did recently saw that. And next week me and Ryan will be continuing our Uncharted series. See that. This was supposed to be around last week, a couple weeks ago, but he's been a bit late, so he hasn't sent me the videos. But they will be, but obviously for Tree Conception and these will be up next weekend. Stay tuned with that. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I surely do appreciate it. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Letterboxd. I am Simon World from Simon World Views. I will see you next time, and stay cool, everybody. Peace. Now, I really hope Wonder Woman is good. If Wonder Woman isn't good, honestly, I'm pretty much giving up DC, honestly. And I hate to do that. But, yeah, Wonder Woman isn't good. Nope. Pretty much giving up DC altogether.